Hello, my name is Kit Hart with Moms for Liberty, and I represent several hundred busy parents who can't be here because they're getting their kids to practice or had to stay late at the office or in search for baby formula for their infant. I'd like to share a story told by author and Holocaust survivor Corrie ten Boom. She says in part, "Seated next to my father in the train compartment, I suddenly asked, 'What is sex?' He turned to me, as he always did when answering a question, but to my surprise, he said nothing. At last, he stood up, lifted his traveling case, and set it on the floor. 'Will you carry it off the train, Corrie?' he said. I stood up and tugged at it. 'It's too heavy,' I said. 'Yes,' he replied, 'and it would be a pretty poor father who would ask his little girl to carry such a load.' It's the same way, Corrie, with knowledge. Some knowledge is too heavy for children. When you are older and stronger, you can bear it, but for now, you must trust me to bear it. By exposing our children to adult concepts such as gender identity, we are asking them to carry a load that is much too heavy for them. I agree with those of you here who insist that the pride flag banning should never have happened. It should never have happened because it should never have started. A 10-year-old should not be reduced to his sexuality. He should be identified by his accomplishments, his unique personality, and his character. Children need two things: the chance to bask in the glory of childhood and boundaries that provide the structure for them to mature into responsible adults. Many parents today are so afraid to provide these boundaries for fear of disappointing their child in the short term that this generation of innocent souls is growing up more anxious, insecure, and unhappy than any generation in history. Adults have an obligation to the younger generation to provide a framework for success, and this obligation starts with one word: no. As in, no, honey, you can't have cake for breakfast. No, sweet fourth grader, you may not have a TikTok account. And no, sweetie, I understand that the changes you are experiencing are difficult and you feel uncomfortable in your body, but you are a girl, and that is a wonderful thing. You are perfect just the way you are. Please, members of the board, do not bend to the demands of the loud cry bullies who are more than willing to relinquish their duties as parents to the school system. Instead, listen to the majority of your constituents who embrace their vocation as parents and desire nothing more than to carry their children's burdens for them until they are ready. Thank you.